strong second half to beat Minnesota 77-66. College Park, MD. App. Kevin Huerter scored 19 points. Anthony Cowan Jr. had a career-high 10 assists and Maryland used a strong second half to beat cold-shooting Minnesota 77-66 Thursday night. Michal Cekovsky delivered 10 of his 17 points during an 18-2 run that gave the Terrapins a 50-34 lead against the weary Golden Gophers, who could not summon the energy to make a comeback. Maryland, 15-6, 4-4 Big Ten, snapped a two-game skid and improved to 12-1 at home. Cowan did his part by distributing the ball and scoring all 15 of his points over the final 12 minutes. Jordan Murphy had 19 points and 14 rebounds for Minnesota, his nation-leading 19th double-double of the season. The Golden Gophers are in the middle of a stretch of 3 games over 6 days, concluding with a matchup against number 22 Ohio State in New York on Saturday afternoon. Minnesota, 14-7, 3-5. Finished 23 for 64, 36%, from the floor and made only 3 baskets in the opening 10 minutes of the second half. The Golden Gophers led 32-29 before Huerter hit a three-pointer to spark the decisive run. The 7'1" Cekovsky followed with the first of his 5 dunks in a span of just over 5 minutes, most of them on alley-oop passes from his guards. With Huerter leading the way, Maryland made 10 of its first 12 field goal tries after halftime. In the first half, the Terrapins trailed 16-10 before Huerter scored 8 points in a 13-0 run. It was 29-21 before Minnesota rattled off 7 straight points to end the half. Big picture Minnesota, the Golden Gophers can be forgiven for their recent slump, given that they're missing 2 of their best players. But they can't afford to feel sorry for themselves if they want to survive this stretch that features one home game from January 15 to February 3. Maryland, the Terrapins desperately needed this victory after losing 3 of 4. Now at .500 in the conference after beating a depleted Minnesota squad, Maryland can regroup during a stretch in which it plays just 1 game over the next 9 days. Missing Minnesota, the Golden Gophers were without injured guard Amir Coffey, shoulder, who missed his 5th straight game, and senior center Reggie Lynch, who's been suspended since January 5. Maryland, guard Dion Wiley returned after missing 2 games with a concussion. Up next Minnesota, matchup with Ohio State as part of the 3rd annual Super Saturday, College Hoops and Hockey at Madison Square Garden, which also features the Golden Gophers against Michigan State on the ice. Maryland seeks to end a 3-game road skid on Tuesday night at Indiana. More app college basketball at www.collegebasketball.app.org and https://twitter.com/app_top25.